So, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So we're gonna be doing another episode of New Nerds Enjoying White Wine, and now we finally have a full crew. We have the broadcast boy himself, the Deucey,
It's really good.
The legend.
the legend.
What's good, y'all? Good to see you. Happy to be here, Corey, Eric. Thanks for having me.
Having you not, you are us.
That's true.
This
is my first time. You guys already did this before, so.
Yeah, and you're also drinking Corona.
Nurturing Corona. Welcome to Neck.
Welcome to Neck, yo. And we have Eric back.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
It's a little toasty in here, so don't mind if I dab a few times throughout.
So, for this video, we're going to be doing a 2021 MCU wrap-up. So we're going to be giving our thoughts on all the MCU shows and movies that came out throughout the year, and also kind of give our ranking of how we feel about them in order. And we're just going to kind of just let the conversation go how it goes. We have Nelson here who's going to kind of help us guide it. He is our Molly Carroll and Stephen A. at the same time.
That's right. Compare me to Molly, I'll take that anyway. Molly's a bad bitch.
But before we fully get into the video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as well as hit the notification bell to get notified for more content that I put out, as well as you might see this video on, wherever Nelson decides to post it as well.
You'll see it. You'll see it.
We're making it happen. We're making it happen with two W's. And also, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, as well as leave a comment. Let me know if we're garbage, we're trash, if we don't know what we're talking about. Or you can let us know if we're geniuses or bright and beautiful people. It's up to you.
Or just nerds.
Or just nerds. Or just nerds.
Oh, we all in our own way.
There we go.
Or just nasty nerds who like white wine instead of red wine who have no class.
New podcast name, Nasty Nerds Who Like White Wine.
Nasty nerds.
Nasty nerds.
Nasty nerds
Imagine that.
enjoying white wine. No. If anything, Eric's nasty.
Well, let's not get personal on this thing.
Eric is an honorable young man.
Yeah.
Honorable.
Gentleman.
Gentleman
and scholar.
I love it.
Let's, get right to it.
So, we're off that. Let's get back to the Disney Plus series. This one was probably Marvel's most interesting project that they got developed. Like, this shit was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
And we're people who appreciate animated content. Mm-hmm. What if August 11th?
This superhero.
There's certain shows that he likes that maybe we don't like, but he likes animated.
I'm just not an
stuff.
anime guy.
Not anime.
Yeah,
animated.
Well, you don't even like animated stuff that much. Like,
I don't really like anime either. I'm talking about
animated.
Oh.
No, I'm saying animated. He's not, because he doesn't remember. He doesn't really like long-running things, so he doesn't watch a lot of the animated. He likes the movies, DC movies and stuff like that.
That's what we get.
TV shows.
Animated
If it's superhero animated content, I'll probably tune in.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You give it a shot, you don't hate it, you're not someone who's like, I don't watch cartoons.
Yeah, no.
So, I get it. Animated content is great. We like it. And this one in particular I thought was really cool. It wasn't Spider-Verse animation, which was fucking...
It's crazy because at first I
was
was off-putted by the trailers and the animation style because I watch anime, I watch a lot of anime and stuff, so my spectrum of how I view animation styles is a lot more, I think, pickier than not most people, but like most American, cartoon consumers, because I just watch so many different things.
Yeah.
And I was off-putted by What If's original animation at first. I was just like, it looks kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But in action, like in sequence, in process, it fits so well with like the stories that they're delivering.
Yeah.
And you get used to it very quickly. It's off-putting probably for the first 10 minutes, but you accept what you're getting. I feel like for me at least, once the roller coaster starts getting rolling. Because the first episode was what?
Captain Maggie.
Captain Marvel. I said Captain Marvel. I meant to say
Captain
Carter.
Britain.
Captain Carter.
Captain Maggie.
Captain Maggie.
She'll get dance. Okay. Yes. All right, Eric. What were your initial thoughts just on the idea of What If, right? Because when people told us about it, right? When it came out that What If was happening, we were all just like, okay, this will be interesting because Loki kind of introduced us to the fact that the multiverse exists.
Yeah, this variance.
And then this What If was kind of an exploration of what that looks like, right? Especially with shout out Jeff Wright, the Watcher, and
Commissioner Gordon.
Starting in March. But shout out Jeff Wright, he killed it. His voice is buttery smooth, and I think that they did a really good job. The next, right? Yeah, the next coming. But what were your initial thoughts when you found out Marvel was doing an animated show that existed within the MCU?
I was excited about it because I knew they were going to try to do different stories that they couldn't do in the movies. That was the concept. I was like, okay, I'm hyped for this because now they can get away with a lot more stuff. Just the fact that it's animation and when they kind of made it clear to be different episodes showing different aspects of the multiverse. I thought it was great because whatever didn't stick, then they could just throw that shit away, and then whatever actually did land, they could continue it. So I was hyped to see the show. I thought it was great, and I like that a lot of the actors in the movies were voicing.
We're doing the voices.
Yeah, that was good.
Were there any storylines that you were hoping to see that you didn't see, or?
I can't think of any in the moment. Honestly, I was just kind of like excited for them to give me stuff. I just want to see what they were going to provide for us.
Yeah.
I didn't have any like specific kind of random story that I'd want to see from them because with the MCU stuff, man, I take it in, bro. I don't even like try to like argue this stuff well. Or I say like what I want to see really to this point.
Yeah. Except when you thought Ultron was the.
We don't know.
We don't know. To this day, we don't know. Corey, what was your favorite episode of the What If series?
Man, it's crazy because I knew that this was a topic, but I still didn't get.
It's tough.
I still didn't think about it. Right.
We got number time. Look it up. Look up the list of episodes if you need a fresh.
Yeah, there were. I mean, do you know yours off the top? Do you know yours off the top of your head?
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna look mine up. I need some. I don't want to commit.
I feel
like you and I are gonna say the same exact episode.
Well, I mean, it's become like it was, but then it's become even more so after the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, it's the Doctor Strange episode.
It's the Doctor Strange episode.
So it's so good.
It was so good. It was so sad. It had so much fucking heart. It was just like one of them. It was one of those episodes. It had so much heart, and one of them episodes. It was one of them episodes that like it was emotionally invoking, if that makes sense. It invoked emotions in people. You know what I mean? And I really loved it because it showed how someone with power can go out down like a dark ass fucking hole.
Honestly, it was low key one of the most relatable episodes.
Exactly, and then with everything else, that happened in the show, I thought it was like, it was cute and it was cool and it was a nice nod to things that happened in the MCU. And it was really cool, and then we'll talk about. But overall, I just think like the most well put together was the Doctor Strange one, especially with the fact that we're gonna get a little taste of it in Multiverse of Madness.
Fingers crossed that is him from the end of the episode, but
how can it not be?
It has to.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but it should.
But anyway,
the trailer, Doctor Strange trailer.
Yeah,
that's definitely.
How can it not be him? You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead, Corey. You looked it up. You did your due diligence.
So I barely did my due diligence because it's crazy. Because I agree. I think that it's hard because I think What If is a great series altogether. Because I love animation. Like that's what I mess with. Like getting these different stories is really hard. It was really hard with my pessimistic nature, to disappoint me.
Sure.
Because these were what if scenarios. It could have been anything. Whatever they gave me, I had to accept because I hadn't whatever canon I know from reading comic books, it's thrown out the window.
The multiverse.
So whatever I'm getting, it is what it is.
The multiverse
is what you know that line. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
My 3 favorite episodes, and then I'm gonna because like I'm looking at the list, right?
Can't pick one.
I'm like,
nah, you gotta pick one, bro.
I'm gonna try to pick one.
We'll talk about the best moments from the other episodes, but go ahead.
But I don't want because we can't go through like each. There's so many,
not each, but like the moments that matter. But
yeah, for sure.
And because once I say these 3 episodes, you guys are gonna understand why I'm saying these.
Sure.
The What If Killmonger saved Tony Stark episode.
Okay.
You know why? Like you understand why? I mess with Killmonger's character. And then the What If Thor is an only child thing just is so fun.
It's a fun one.
It's a really fun episode, and like watching him and Captain Marvel like duke it out and stuff like that. It gave me something different from the Killmonger one. But then What If Ultron 1 episode, which is right after that, it was like banger after banger after banger throughout What If for me. But if I did have to really pick one, it's probably the What If Ultron 1 because of how sad I was about Ultron's portrayal in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it kind of gave us the Ultron we needed.
Yeah.
It gave me, that's my Ultron. Not Age of Ultron, not my Ultron.
That's what not James Spader.
Yes.
Was he the
No,
voice
it
actor?
wasn't the same voice actor, someone else. But
No,
he tried to do James
Like,
Spader.
hashtag not my Ultron for Age of Ultron.
There you go.
What if Ultron for this episode? I will say this might be my favorite episode. It gave me the how menacing, how like Ultron really is. Like he is a Thanos level threat. You didn't get that.
Let's question on everybody's minds, right? Why didn't Vision or Ultron, or no, he wasn't Ultron then, but why didn't Vision, if he had the power to, just cut that motherfucker Thanos in half and save us all from all the heartache and Endgame? Why didn't he do it?
Because of movies.
Because
Yeah,
of
literally
movies.
because it's
That's the only answer. Because there won't be a movie. Because if it was that simple,
Did you see the meme where it was like, yo, Spider-Man could have just wished everybody forgot who Mysterio was?
Yeah, but then
people ain't shit. People are too smart for this shit. This is why.
yeah, anyone can give a fucking opinion from the outside, bro.
Yeah. No, you know what? And I agree with that because every motherfucker's out there be like, well, it's not realistic. Like this, what the fuck? My man is like creating magic from his fingers.
That's not
and you want it to be realistic?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is obviously fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
Tobey
like,
Maguire has organic web. That's fake as fuck.
bro,
you have to build your web
if motherfuckers turned green from getting angry, I would have been green 23 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not real. So like, don't look at it as a real thing.
You can turn
know what I
blue
mean?
when you're suffocating.
Dark.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I hear that. But anyway, I say that to say I just thought that was funny. But yeah, you can poke holes in all
Anything,
this
bro.
shit and
Anything. You can pull it apart.
I'm just saying it would have been nice.
It's comics. You can't use
If
logic.
Infinity War, Thanos came through the portal and he was smacking everybody up, and Vision just hit him with the
Well, that's what's
you know what I
frustrating
mean?
because to that
It would've been
point,
over, but-
to that point, it's like you're saying like we know how powerful specific characters are supposed to be. We know how powerful Vision is supposed to be. And then you get that moment, he's like, bro, you could have whooped him, but like, fine, I guess, whatever. You can't have the story without some hiccups. Like, Star-Lord messing up the whole glove situation. Yes,
Star-Lord.
it is what it is, but
He's lucky he's likable.
Also, power scale
Is
fucking
he-
changes from fucking project to project with these movies.
Yeah.
Like people's power scale just fucking elevates, goes down, elevates.
yeah,
down.
they choose when somebody wants to knock somebody's head off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, Captain Marvel could have knocked Thanos' head off.
And she came through and fucked his ship up.
Like,
Fuck this shit. I think he said fuck this shit up. He said fuck this shit
I
up.
heard wordplay.
I did,
Wordplay.
I did,
Fuck this shit up.
I did hear fuck your shit up, but like, fuck your shit up is clever.
All right. We haven't. Nobody mentioned this one, but this was a good episode. The zombie episode.
Oh, I thought you were going differently. Never mind.
Not yet.
Finger up. Yeah.
Not
I
yet.
have it. It was the Hawkeye episode?
You were to Hank Pym?
No, bro, we're not gonna talk about fucking Star-Lord, bro. Chad, R.I.P. to the GOAT.
That
episode was beautiful, bro.
Yes. All right, you know what? Forget what I said. We'll get back to zombies. Because zombies is lit. But, yes, T'Challa, because this was,
Oh my
it's
god,
funny.
it was so good, man.
Chadwick's final performance.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chadwick, salute our king. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like,
Peter Quill, not my Star-Lord.
not my Star-Lord.
Hashtag not my Star-Lord.
I mean, after Infinity War, he had me fucked up. But, I love Peter Quill. I'm excited for the next Guardians project. But seeing T'Challa as Star-Lord, it was a beautiful thing just because Star-Lord, turned out to be who he was when he was Peter Quill or whatever. But when you put a dude like T'Challa in that position, who's just an all-around solid man and a king and a man of the people, and he really became that in the galaxy to the point where he had Thanos as his homie, as his, you know what I mean?
The best
like
thing-
looking like me and you.
The best thing about the Thanos situation, bro, is that they made Thanos like weaker, right? Where Thanos couldn't shoot. Thanos was getting beat up by Proxima Midnight and his henchmen that's in the original, non-what if timeline. But they made him so funny, bro. When they was just like, you still going on about that genocide plan? You really think that's the way to go? He's like, I'm just saying.
It's a good plan.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Thanos was right.
I do think Thanos is kind of right. The way everything is right now, we could go with a little bit more space.
Yeah, think about all the shit that's happening now.
6 feet won't be that hard if.
Yeah. Nah, but then again, I don't know if I would have want to lived in a world without Elizabeth Olsen.
Not for sure, bro. I don't want
Did she get snapped? Oh.
Yeah, she did.
She got snapped. She got
She did get snapped.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about this episode, this was the only episode that had me smiling from ear to ear the whole time, bro, because Chadwick just energy the whole time, bro. You felt his energy the whole time.
Yeah.
Every character fucking loving, changing who they are, becoming a good person because he just got involved in their lives.
It's a beautiful story, yeah.
It was so
the way it's told, and the fact that everybody was just better after coming in contact with T'Challa is beautiful.
Yeah, 100%.
And, you know, also a beautiful tip of the cap and nod to Chadwick, who, you know, we can say the same thing about, like, everyone, you know, who came into contact with him, I'm sure.
I'm very impressed
was
with
better off
how
after meeting him.
I'm very impressed with how these regular actors feels like a rude statement to say, but it's really different from being a voice actor to being a regular actor. I feel like it's. You know,
on-screen actor and voice actor.
On-screen actor, yes. On-screen actor and a voice actor. It's a lot more, you know, emotional performance that you have to put into everything. And I was really impressed with the people who made the transition from doing on-screen acting for the MCU to doing the voice acting. It felt seamless, honestly.
I know exactly I get what you're saying. I think that voice acting, people think is a lot easier than it is.
It's really difficult.
It's difficult because you're not on camera so that people can see the emotion on your face. So you have to
use your words.
You have to give off that emotion just with your voice. So a lot of the times these motherfuckers that are in there and they're you know, doing their voice acting, they're in that booth acting as if they were behind a camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Animated.
How many times have we seen, I know we've seen, the footage of Hugh Jackman in the studio doing Wolverine sounds?
Yeah, for Logan, yeah.
Like, my man was in there working out.
You know, I've never watched anything like that.
You've never seen that?
I've never
behind the
watched any
scenes?
clips like that.
You should
Well,
watch
it's a fucking...
I mean, the most behind the scenes I have of Wolverine stuff is what's the movie that came out that had the whole back behind the scenes leak where you saw the green screen?
Oh, you're talking about Logan. Not Logan, X-Men Origins.
X-Men Origins.
Oh,
I call that behind the scenes because it leaked with all the green screen and strings.
Well, there's a viral clip that you'll find and you'll edit over what we're talking about right now of Hugh Jackman in the studio for Logan in particular when he was running through
doing voiceover work for the
voiceover work of just his grunts.
Yeah, exactly.
And his like slicing and hitting, and it was the scene where he is in the beater running through the woods.
He just got amped up with that adrenaline rush.
Yeah, and he gave himself one last berserk, right?
Berserker rage.
Berserker rage, and when you see the video, you see like my man is in there with the headphones on, like foaming at the mouth, headphones almost falling off.
I've literally never.
He was like pretending to run and all that.
Was it on like the Blu-ray or something, or was it on YouTube or something?
Well, it's on.
I mean, obviously it's probably on YouTube, but
it's definitely on YouTube. But it's also like, you know, Instagram Reels and TikToks that be.
It's weird. I do so much digging on like MCU stuff, but I've never really bothered to do too much digging on like the X-Men stuff. This is an MCU video, obviously, but you know, we like X-Men stuff too.
Yeah.
I've never really done that much digging for the X-Men stuff, and I feel like I should, honestly.
Well, take a look at that because that shit is really cool. But I say all that to say is that voiceover work and voice actor work is just as challenging, I would say,
it's
as
hard.
regular acting, because if you're not...
It might be a little bit harder.
I think it's harder.
Right. If you're not acting in front of a camera, you know what I mean? It's and you're aware that people can't see you, you know what I mean? It can be that much easier to get to lessen your performance, you know? But if you're in that booth and you're like going the fuck off like Hugh Jackman was, or like any of these voice actors do, and really truly acting to a microphone, you know what I mean? Like that is really, really impressive to me. And I would love to be able to do that,
So like going off of the voice acting thing, and we've kind of for the most part said like what our favorite episodes were. What is your least favorite episode? Out of all of the
Probably Captain Carter one, only because like it was just a retread of the first Avenger movie, and then they just added her in for the most part. Every other episode was like a completely different story or a completely different take on a story. Hers just kind of just felt like they literally just swapped her out for Cap. Like they just put her in for Cap, and that's not to say she was a bad character, because in the last episode when they brought her in as the lead of that new Avenger squad, she was incredible. Yeah. But that episode is definitely my least favorite for sure.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I like that episode because Captain Maggie was. I thought she was great. I thought she was cool. I thought the story how they changed it was so slight that it was like really cool. And I liked seeing Skinny Steve in the first Iron Man suit.
boy.
That was
that was pretty good too.
That was pretty dope. Skinny Steve is my guy. But yeah, for me, my least favorite, and you know what, I'm gonna stick by it just because I said it right after, and I said this to both of you. Only Child Thor. I didn't love it. Like, and I love Thor, and like I love comedy, and I love all the jokes and shit like that. But I don't know. It just, for me, like, it just felt flat compared to all the other ones.
It was the silliest episode out of all of them.
It felt flat for me.
You didn't like the orgy with Howard the Duck and...
Well, I'm not gonna say it didn't turn me on, but no, I like. I would say for me, you know, it was that one just because I don't know. It just felt flat for me, and I didn't really I didn't enjoy it. Maybe I got to rewatch it, but. And I'm only saying this because that's my initial reaction, and that's what I said to you guys.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna front like it was my favorite. But every other one, I really enjoyed. And you know what I mean. I still think about the fucking when Watcher saw that Vision, saw him. What he said?
He's like,
Oh, you mean Ultron Vision?
I feel like he almost said, "Oh shit!" Like,
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh shit. He said something. Where he was just like, shit.
It was probably the bigger nannies you've seen. Nanny?
Yeah, it was something like that. Like.
I think it was a variation of.
Yeah, whatever. It was just
like,
really funny when he peeped that Ultron, like, or Vision Ultron, whoever, saw him, and he was just like confused as a motherfucker. Like, that shit ain't never happened to him before.
Mm.
So like that was really funny to me. But overall, I think I liked all the episodes, but I would say that one probably fell flat for me. But yeah, go ahead, Corey. Which one was your least favorite?
I mean, I'm on the same page with Eric. Like that, and because you already know how I feel about the original Captain America movie,
Mm-hmm.
and we know I've made videos before saying how I feel about the Captain America movie in the first place. I'm good. I don't like Captain America. It's not my guy.
Mm-hmm.
The first movie, not that entertaining to me. It's fine. It's another World War II story that copy and paste, something, a little bit of hero dynamics. I'm just whatever. So getting that episode that was basically copy and paste of the movie, it wasn't it for me. Yeah, there's little things they changed. If anything, Captain Carter basically is a little bit more interesting to me than Steve Rogers as Captain America. It was just the weakest episode. It was just the least creative, and I think that's why they put it out first.
Yeah.
That was the first episode, right?
Yeah, that was the first one.
I think that's why they put it out first. I think they, made people comfortable. Like, oh, it's just a little bit of a change from what you're used to, and then shit escalated very quickly after the first episode.
So for me, like, I think the way Killmonger in that episode, the way he kind of got through everything and finessed everybody and whatever. To me, and in Black Panther, how he almost won. Like,
got it done.
He almost got it done. If T'Challa wasn't so built different that he fucking, he lived to fall off that waterfall, he would have won.
Yeah, for sure.
And the way that he did it, because he finessed everybody in that movie all the way up until the end when T'Challa sneaked them. And then in What If, he did the same thing, but he was successful, And it showed T'Challa in the dead T'Challa.
Yeah.
Which was.
Is that what happened? Is that how he died? He was Black Panther and that got killed by Killmonger, or Killmonger killed him after him and T'Challa talked for a second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. I was trying to remember that.
I don't know. I don't want to say it on camera because I don't remember how exactly T'Challa died in that.
No, Killmonger killed him for sure. Killmonger. Yeah, I remember what it was.
What was it?
Killmonger did the thing in his ear that what's his name did to Tony in the first Iron Man movie, where it fucked with his hearing and he couldn't move around and shit.
Sorry guys, I ruined the video because I went to the bathroom and came back and forgot my keys to get back in the video.
Go ahead and take a big shit. No,
I'm out.
Nah, so basically, Corey, while you were gone, what we were saying was that that episode with Killmonger kind of solidified for me that he's the best non-superpowered villain and probably top 3 villains in MCU history.
Definitely top 5 at least.
Top 3.
Just he's up there with Thanos and
Loki.
I don't think he's
And
top.
Are we really
He's
counting Loki as a villain though still?
5.
No, I don't know if I can. Loki's just my guy. He's like my cousin that sometimes I can't.
Loki's just the guy who'll be doing he's my Eric.
It's a great, thank you.
I don't know who else I would put in my top 3 with Killmonger and Thanos, but it would be something like that. And it was just because of the way he finessed everybody and the way he, he almost won in Black Panther. And then, a couple of changes later in What If, and he won.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So,
You're planning ahead of time.
I don't know. I just think that he is just a special, special guy. And also, I agree with Michael B. Jordan. The word villain for Killmonger is not necessarily the word I would use.
An activist.
Anti-hero, if anything.
An activist.
Yeah.
An activist, yeah.
An activist. He thinks the dark thoughts that we don't want to admit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm struggling. I can't.
I hope everybody
I
on
really
camera.
struggle
Yeah,
with it.
I hope everybody can see him struggling on camera. Right
I mean, like, listen, I'm used to using.
And welcome to our podcast, Nerds Who Can't Open White Wine.
Bro, we come from a place of privilege where we usually use the electric wine opener. So using this,
Do you want me to do it?
I'm already here.
He's got
You
it.
can't pop it off though.
All right, so just to end
Yo, all right.
just to end our little what if
You got muscles,
conversation.
and now you want to know how to act.
Just to end our little what if conversation, the zombie episode I think was really fucking dope.
Very good. Spider-Man being in that was great.
Spider-Man with the strange,
With the strange
cape.
It's crazy because you going into it, you would have thought that he would have been the most like integral, most interesting character because of the trailers with the the cape and all that stuff. He's always about to get like a Sorcerer Supreme Spider-Man, Black Widow and Hawkeye. Like
Yeah.
Oh, that episode was really good too. The alternate
Really
episode
good.
was really, really good for
Really,
sure.
really
So
good.
for that.
well,
I love the
oh,
zombie.
no, were they not part of the zombie episode?
No, they're
Am I
from the
thinking-
Black
Ultron
Widow
episode.
was,
No, Black Widow was not. Neither one of them were. They all died like quickly in the bridge when they tried to fight the zombies. It was Black Widow and Hawkeye in the Ultron episode.
Oh, who was it? Oh, was it Bucky? It was Bucky.
Yeah, it was Bucky, Wasp,
Hulk?
Sharon
Not Hulk,
Carter, Hulk at the end, yeah, and then I think that and Wong.
Wow, I totally com- what's
No, Wong was dead already. No, John Favreau, happy.
Clearly, we all need to,
We need to
rewatch
rewatch.
What If. Yeah.
We have to
Throw
watch
all of
it.
our opinions on.
We're gonna do a live reaction watch video.
Maybe we will. But I mean, we know enough. Fuck y'all. But no, they're doing a live action zombies, which I'm super hyped about.
Yeah, that's
Because
gonna be
Marvel with
I might be too scared to watch it.
Marvel with like the capabilities that they got and the budgets and the CGI capabilities or whatever, they're gonna put together something pretty special. I'm excited to see what they do because they can make a zombie Cap and a zombie Iron Man without bringing them back.
easily CGI that shit, but also so just make a
They
Dawn of
don't
the
even
Dead
gotta
movie
be
with
them.
fucking
Like,
Marvel.
honestly, he could be somebody completely different. This
My point though is that they opens up the possibilities.
Sky's
for
the
everything.
limit, yeah. That.
It's crazy because I don't really do like horror movies, zombie X films, and you know what's one like zombie style film that I actually don't even know why I watched it and I enjoyed it? World War Z.
Good mess of a movie.
I like Zombieland. That shit's hilarious.
Zombieland's a great movie.
That shit's so
Zombieland's
funny.
actually pretty good.
Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson, special.
You
Yeah.
want to finish that first?
No, you can bless me with some of it. I don't know.
But yeah, for me, What If as a series, really, really, really well done. I can't say that there was any episode that I absolutely hated, and I just thought it was really smart and cool, and just like a dope concept for them to introduce for the fans, and also the fact that it leaves it open, like they can do 5 seasons of this shit.
Hell yeah,
They could
bro.
just do it forever.
They could.
Honestly, it just
You know
doesn't.
what I
Even,
mean?
It doesn't even have to end.
So for me, all of that considering, 10 out of 10. I love What If.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'd go
Wow,
8 out of
Eric.
10. 8 out of 10 for me.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 9.5 out of 10 because
Love
Only
10.
because there's 9 episodes, and I love all the episodes besides one, but because I like what they did differently with the Captain Carter episode,
That shit.
I'm gonna knock it off half a point because it's a copy and paste, but because they tried to make it different.
Yeah.
It's smart, innovative. 10 out of 10.
I'm very shocked that Eric has this rated low. That's why
I just,
that's
it's
why I said
it is
animation.
because it's animated a little bit that I like.
Ah,
He
yes!
hates it. He hates animation. Forget
I
it.
told you, bro. All that you tried to shoot him bail in the beginning. It
No,
came
but
back
it's
full
just like,
circle.
I'm gonna,
It's not your favorite.
yeah, I'm gonna give a live action show that tries to do a little more credit than an animation because there's just so much leeway with doing an animated type project, bro. You can do anything in an animated
The suspension
project.
of belief is much easier to
Yeah.
pull off with animation.
That's why I give Loki a 10 out of 10 because like that was like a live action show and they pulled off the what's the word I'm looking for? But I don't know, just like pulled off the the openness.
absurdness.
Yeah, also the absurdness or like the openness that an animated show has. They were able to pull that off in a live action show, Loki. That's why I get all
You know what? I'm dropping down to a 9 out of 10 only because there is a 10 out of 10 on this list. And it's
next. And it's next.
It's not next, but it's not there.
Oh, it's on there.
It's on there though. It's coming.
Well, I guess I have the highest rating for What If.
9.5.
Because you love animation.
I do love animation.
And because you're not critical.
I'm not critical. Fine. It's just
That's a joke. You are very critical. That was a joke.
duh.
Anyway, what if? Beautiful. Season 2, looking forward to you.
Can't wait.
Something special, unforgettable.
I'm feeling great and feel the vibe. I'm really grateful we alive. And I'm feeling great cause lately I've been on the way to something great. And I feel alive cause I create like every day and I'm on to